Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, All Things Analog. So today we'll be talking about different compact film cameras, what type of film camera to buy and what's the difference between them. So there are two main types of film camera. There's fully automatic and a rangefinder point and shoot. The first one, fully automatic film camera. This is a Kodak. So what you do is turn it on, then you click. That's it. And then Olympus AF1 Twin. It's still a fully automatic point and shoot film camera, but then what you can do is you can turn the flash on and off, same as the Trip MD, and then you can turn the flash on or turn the flash off, or the Minolta Explorer. So this one is a little bit more like different functions on there. So you turn it on. This one you can zoom. And then there's different like modes on there. And then there's like a fake panorama mode behind. You can turn the flash on and off, red eye reduction. You can set to macro mode, landscape or portrait. And yeah, Chinon point and shoot. So the same thing, fully automatic. AF1, fully automatic, but the only downside is you can't turn off the flash. So you'll never know when the flash will go off whenever you press the shutter button. And then so now we'll move on to the second one. Look at all this. A rangefinder point and shoot camera, Olympus XA. It's not a fully automatic camera, so you do need to advance your film. You get to set the aperture. And then this is a Minox 35 GT. So that's how you open up the camera. The lens pops out. Same thing, pocket camera, really small. So the only difference between these two rangefinder will be for the XA, you get to control the focusing. There's a focusing patch right in the middle. But then the Minox, you don't have any focusing patch. You're gonna do zone focusing or manual focusing, which means set the distance on the lens by guessing and then you press the shutter. So that's the only difference between these two cameras. So for beginner, I wouldn't recommend a Minox because you need to be able to guess distance and then to understand the aperture. Before buying a film camera, you're gonna ask yourself, what are you gonna use it for? Do you just want to have fun shooting film, shooting your daily life, friends, in the party? Or do you want to use it as a work camera, like shooting something really serious for your artwork, for your exhibition or your own little project? So as soon as you guys know what's the purpose of the point and shoot camera, that'll be easier to narrow down the choices. So the other thing to look for before you guys buying a point and shoot will be the quality of the images coming up from the camera. There are different types of lenses on the camera. So like a really cheap point and shoot camera, you guys will be getting plastic lens. Slightly better one, you guys will get a decent glass lens. And then for a really high-end point and shoot, you guys will be getting like real fancy, like a cow size lens in there, which means you guys will be getting a better quality images. So now we're talking about the price range of the camera. We're talking about New Zealand dollars. This is a really plasticky point and shoot. I mean, they're all made up from plastic, but somehow the hand feel. So for this one, you can easily score this from your local op shop, your charity shop, or even from your parents. This one probably costs like $5. This is probably like $25 or something like that. This is really basic point and shoot to start with. And then you move on to something better, like a mid-range. You got a Minolta. So for this one, I'm really happy with the images coming up from the camera. We got this from an op shop for like $5, but I think this one costs about maybe $60, $65. It's a really good camera for what it is. So mid-range. Then now we'll move on to a slightly better lens. So you got a Chinon. Not many of you guys heard of this one because this is really underrated film camera. If you guys are willing to spend a little bit extra money, so what to look for will be type of lens and the f, which means the aperture. A good camera, you guys will be getting f2.8. That's probably the lowest you can get in the point and shoot for a decent price. So for a Chinon, you'll be getting a 35mm f2.8, which is pretty standard, nice and sharp. This three, they're sharing the same lens. Olympus 35mm f2.8, Zoco f2.8, and XA 2.8, and they share the same clamshell style camera. Super cool. So the price range for all this camera is going insane right now. So AF1, you'll be looking about 100 Olympus XA, easy $200. And then this one is crazy. There's a Mewtwo, there's hype around it. So this one you're looking at $350 to $400. The last one, a Minox 35, really nice sharp little lens. Same thing, 35mm f2.8. So the price point for this camera will be about $80 to $100, just because they're still underrated, I would say so, compared to a Mew. But for me, the Minox 35 GT is as sharp as a Mew. Correct me if I'm wrong. I enjoy using this camera every time. They're super easy to use. All I do will be load up a 400 ISO film, set my focal length to 1.5 meters, and then I'll be shooting between f5.6 to f8, and then I just advance my film, compose and click. Can you hear the shutter? It's super quiet. So to finish off the video, any point and shoot camera will be good enough to shoot. Secondly, get more than one point and shoot, so you guys get to test it out and then decide what kind of point and shoot camera you guys like. Example, fully automatic or a rangefinder. So lastly, shoot heaps, practice, learn how to trust your film camera. So for me, I trust my XA a lot. I've been shooting this for a few years. Every frame, every shot, they're all in focus, which is amazing. And then now we're talking about Mewtwo. I got this camera about 5 years ago and then load up a few rolls. Every rolls of film I develop, I somehow get like 3 or 4 out of focus shots, which is pretty sad. So the only downside of point and shoot is you're guessing and you shoot. But for XA, you always know the focusing. So to sum up this video, we talk about 2 main types of point and shoot. You got a fully automatic camera and a rangefinder point and shoot. And we talk about different lenses on it and the price range. Cool, so that's all for today. Hopefully this video helps. If you guys have any other questions, make sure to comment down below. I'll try my best to reply. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and shoot more film.
Oh.